profession of prophesying these lessons, protecting all right.
Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till I'm stand down.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Louisville, Kentucky in the house. That's right. What do we call Kentucky Anna? The Kentucky Anna rim, but I like to call the Grifo rim.
Shalom, off the box out, ISPK and the commanders in the house.
From Napalm to Chicago, from Detroit, goddammit, we doing it big. Be there.
Take ground. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom.
Shalom, Akim. We got the order to take Ohio under Commander Jenny Hanna in this ISUPK. Let me show you what we're dealing with. Officer Napataza.
Come on, come.
What you got planned for Ohio?
Shalom, Officer Napataza, ISUPK under commanders in the house. We having camp.
Let me tell you what a hypocrite your Christian pastor is. I can't stand Christian pastors. They so greasy and slimy and filthy and disgusting. And I wish it was about 10 of them right here so I could cuss them out. You understand? I can't stand Christian pastors. They such damn liars. He gonna tell you the commandments is done away with, but he gonna say, bring that tithes money on Sunday. Ask him to find you tithes in the New Testament or where it came from. Tithes is in the Old Testament. That's a commandment from the Old Testament, Christians. Your Christian pastor is a damn liar.
We breaking ground, we taking over Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's right.
Camp, Friday, September 14th, you understand? From 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
That's right.
Downtown Cincinnati. Right. The following day, we got a bomb lecture for you. Truths I never learned in the Christian church. Gonna be at the Cincinnati main library from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
That's right.
That's going down in room 3A, you understand? Immediately following the lecture, we're gonna have a cookout for all the brothers and sisters that wanna come out and kick it with the priests and prophets at the ISUPK.
That's right.
You understand? And that's what we're gonna do in Cincinnati, Cap.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life have been a lot different even if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the fence. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Heavy crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie and pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image. UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no pics or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga. Let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake to sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop, heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK with real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Vengeance in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog. Down by the letter, and live by that protocol. Walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like tug of war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure. Election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On go like a German shepherd, young and a restless. Wear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it?
You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cause. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power.
rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. Homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long, it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite. Crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every vice. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Well, that's all right. Shalom, Israel. It's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, under Commanding General Yohana. We've been bringing this truth since 1969 to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You understand, bringing the truth according to the Bible, that we are the true descendants of the biblical ethnic Israelites that the Bible
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster.
We have sound now.
You hear me? Check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me on there? You hear everything? We live? You hear me? Most time, right. Hey, Salaki, Israel, for that inconvenience, technical difficulties. Once again, we the ISUPK started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We've been bringing this truth since 1969, teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that we are the true biblical ethnic Israelites that the Bible speaks of, you understand? And we come pushing this truth throughout every state, every, you understand, zone in the earth to bring our people back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Every Wednesday we rock out with the law class, which is a very important topic because it shows our people, you know what I'm saying, rules. You know what I'm saying? It gives our people a moral compass. So, you understand, without rules, what do you have? You have a chaotic society, a lawless people, you understand? And that's, in 2018, that's what you see. The law was only given to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel that would set us apart from every nation in the earth. You understand? So the law class is most definitely a heavy class to get into that you should be watching. You understand? And we're going to check and see if we got any questions before I go into my topic. You understand? Big ups to all the Akim out there, man, rocking the truth hard. You understand? I see it, the work that we're doing. You understand? You need to get a man over you a call. We good now? Okay. So can you hear me on there? Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Once again, this is a Wednesday night class. We go deep down into the laws in the Bible. You understand? And show our people how they supposed to operate as a nation of people. I don't care if you're a woman, man, child. It's a certain way that we're supposed to be operating and conducting ourselves as Israelites, you understand, as God's chosen people, you understand. So my topic is going to be geared towards more for brothers and sisters that's first coming into the truth, that's brand new, you understand, to live changing their life according to the Bible, because once again, it's going to be a spiritual warfare, you understand. It's going to be demon city. Everybody going to think you crazy, you understand. Anytime you follow Christ, you understand, people is going to hate you, like the scriptures say. So, you know, in these Wednesday night classes, man, we get deep in the laws to show our people how to come back to the Most High and serve the Most High properly. You understand? Before I go into my topic, do we have any questions online? Okay. Once again, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna be talking about family structure, how we supposed to be operating as men, women. You understand? And a certain demon that's on women that's looking at the truth, but they looking at one thing that's stopping them. And of course, everybody know that answer, which is multiple wives. I'm gonna tell you something. If you got a problem with that, you got a problem with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. If you got a problem with that, you got a selfish spirit on you, and you really don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Because according to the Bible, man, having more than one wife is lawful, man. How do you think Israel multiplied fruitfully like that? You understand? Our forefathers had multiple wives. So once again, if you have a problem with that and you call yourself following all these other laws, you just a Christian, man, a hypocrite. You understand? So we're gonna get right into it. Let's get 1 Corinthians 7 and 12. All right? Do we have sound, man? We got sound? Okay, Most High Christ. Let's get straight into these laws. Family structure. And of course, if you look at the family structure across America, anywhere Israel is, man, there's no structure at all. Why is that? Truthfully. Why is that we don't have any structure in our communities, man? Okay, yeah, that's true, but it's a major cause why we're not following the law, statutes, and commandments. Think about it. Go ahead. We under captivity, but it's something that we following something that's telling us that the law is not null and void, man. You understand? 7:12. Go ahead. Oh yeah, absolutely. Get that brother a hand, man. Christianity is absolutely the thing that got us programmed, you understand, to go against everything that's in the Bible, and as a result, we being punished for it, man, severely. Because we ain't doing what this Bible say to do. You know what I'm saying? Christians don't follow these laws. What do they do the best? Well, I mean, they're excellent in it too. What do they do the best? Think about it now. No, they sing and dance, man. Absolutely, they law breakers, but they focus more on the concept. You understand? But the Lord said, man, you got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, or else you're going to be thrust through by the sword. So let's get this first scripture.
Another one comes.
1 Corinthians, yeah, let's get it.
1 Corinthians 7:12.
Yep.
But to the rest I speak, not the Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not.
If any brother have a wife, believeth not. This is meaning you coming into the truth, but your wife looking at you like, what is he doing? He's joining some type of cult. You understand? I don't know what this is. I don't want to get involved in it. Go ahead, read.
And she be pleased to dwell with him.
And she be pleased to dwell with him, meaning she want to follow you. You get my point? She's willing to see what you getting into. She follow you. Go ahead.
Let him not put her away.
Let him not do what?
Put her away.
Let him not put her away. Is this the New Testament, right? You ask the so-called white man, can you divorce? He's going to tell you, yeah, you can divorce. According to the Bible, divorcing your woman, throwing your woman away, that's unlawful, man.
That's right.
Once you put your rod in a woman, that's it forever. You understand? That's why the school is set up so perfectly. You got to do that 1-year rule, because you're gonna be stuck with it forever. You understand? I heard the general say it himself. I can't undo a marriage. You understand? Because we understand that marriage is forever. All right, read.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her.
If he do what now?
Be pleased to dwell with her.
Jump up one more line.
And if he be pleased to dwell with her.
One more line above that.
And the woman which hath an husband that believeth not.
Now this is a woman coming into the truth, and the husband believe not. Let's see what the Lord say about this right here. Keep going.
And if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
Now, let's stop right there. How save the unbelieving husband? How is he going to get sanctified through the wife? You understand? Here it is. She didn't came into the truth, man. She didn't stop eating pork. You understand? She stopped going to church. She started keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. She's doing what the Bible say to do. How is her behavior going to cleanse her husband? Michelle, go ahead. Take a shot at it. Help the trooper out. Right.
And then coming into this truth, she take a look at the laws that of her action, what she's supposed to do according to her action, and she just do that. That caused him to find out that he got a whole new woman he didn't even know about.
What is the word sanctify?
When you don't know something, what you supposed to do? Look it up. So let's
look it up real quick. You understand? Because I'm pretty sure it's people out there that don't know what the word sanctify means. You understand? The unbelieving husband is going to be sanctified through the husband. What did I say? Can they still hear us? Okay, no sign of Christ. Look up the word sanctify real quick for the audience. You understand? We're going to continue to move on. Go ahead, nice and loud. Oh, wait a minute. Sanctify mean what now? Set apart. Go ahead. So how the husband is going to be sanctified through what the wife is doing? She's following these laws, which are holy scrolls, man. Separate. To be separated, man. That's how he's going to be. He's not going to be doing the same thing that everybody else doing. He's separate at this point. You understand? Keep going. Keep reading. He just read it. Stay with me now.
Verse 15. But if the unbelieving depart.
If the unbelieving do what?
Salakia, let me back up, sir. Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
Meaning the husband is cleansed, man. He cleansed of the old man. He throwing it, putting that old man away, what the old man used to do, and he's becoming brand new. We're going to get into that further down in the class. When you come into the truth, that's the number one thing that you have to do. You got to become brand new in here, man. You understand? Otherwise, you're going to get ran up out of here. Not by us, but demons. You understand? The scriptures also say if you put new wine in old bottles, the bottles is going to break. You understand? Keep going.
And the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband.
Go ahead.
Else were your children unclean.
You see that? So say you get with a sister, you know what I'm saying? You bring her into the truth. Not only is she going to be sanctified, her children going to be sanctified too. They're going to become separate. They're going to throw Christmas in the garbage. Thanksgiving. They ain't standing for no bloody flag. You understand? They didn't change they didn't flip it upside down on the white man. You see what I'm saying? And the white man hates that. He want to keep us programmed. That's why when we out there at camp, you notice it ain't the white man. We go out there and call the white man the devil to his face. He keep walking. Who's the number one opposer when we go out there? Go ahead. Our own people. And why is that though? Because they program up here through Christianity, which is white supremacy, man. You understand? Just like John 8:44 say, man, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye gonna do. So if you ain't in this truth, you follow the so-called white man, and you love him, and you gonna hate what he hate. The white man hates you, so of course you're gonna hate your own people. That's what you get with Israel, man. And the work that we got to do in this truth is so heavy. We got to push hard. It's tireless work, but you got to keep doing it, man. For 1 Corinthians 7:15, man. You understand? Go ahead. Read nice and loud. I think I'm at verse 16. Yeah, read 16. Read 16. Okay, yeah. So basically, I pulled this scripture to show. You understand? You don't leave your wife or husband just because you come into the truth and they still live in a certain way. You understand that? That's against the law to throw a man away and throw a woman away. You get my point? I know it's gonna be a battle, but you got brothers that's been rocking this truth out that's in a position to help you spiritually, man, to fight that battle. You understand? Don't act like don't ask me on my phone call. All right. If you read, that's what you're supposed to class. All right. Yeah. Right. Give me Matthew 10:35. No sweat. We're gonna keep it rolling. You got any questions, Trooper? You sure? Okay, most times we don't have no questions online. All right, let's go. Matthew 10:35.
Matthew 10, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Now, who is this talking?
So like the other one?
Who is this talking right here? Yeah. What does variance mean?
At odds. At difference.
Odds. You understand? You get into a conversation with a Christian Or Jehovah's Witnesses say Christ is trying to bring everybody together. You understand what I'm saying? Right here it say, I come to send a man at variance with his father. Why is Christ saying, why is Yahweh saying this? You don't know? No sweat. You know?
When Yahweh came and required us to keep the law, to keep the law, you have to walk on a lot of traditions. And it might be your daddy's traditions or your mama's traditions.
That's right.
And they're not going to go for that. They're going to have a problem with you walking on their traditions when you keep the law. That's why if you want to start a fight, you tell people about celebrating Christmas. That's a tradition.
Right.
And we don't do that in the ISUPK. And they'll tell you, this is what the women tell you, well, the children.
It's for the children.
It's for the children.
Right. But it's for the children.
When you stop celebrating that horrible day, it's the children who get to be wicked.
That's right. That's right. And Yahweh Shai is putting it down hardcore right here, man. He's not. We're gonna read down a little further, but Yahweh Shai he wasn't no soft guy that gave out hugs and kisses. You understand? He's saying right here, I come to send a man at variance with his father. You understand? Keep going.
And the daughter against her mother.
You see that? And the daughter against the mother. So when you come in here and decide to give your life, man, to the Bible and stop following the traditions of men like the brother just brought out, that's the variance that Christ is talking about right there. That's how I know the Bible is real. You read these scriptures, all these prophecies you're going to see come right to pass. Damn. You understand? So that's what's so powerful about the book. It's filled with prophecies. All these other books, man, that our people got lost in, you can't show me one prophecy in there. That's why the truth, we undefeated, man. The truth cannot be debunked. You get my point? There's only one true power in the earth. That's a God of Israel. See what I'm saying? Keep reading, y'all.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
See that? Why you going over there? They got multiple wives. I heard they treat the women bad. You understand? You don't want to come over here because you don't want to get in order according to the Bible. You understand? You don't want to stop eating pork. You don't want to stop smoking weed. For sure, you don't want to stop ruling over a man. You understand? And they got women in them Christian churches, brother, prophesying on her flower. Now, how evil and disgusting is that? You understand? Here it is. The Lord said he didn't deprive the woman of knowledge. If she learned anything, who's she supposed to learn it from? Your husband. Goddamn, her husband. Yeah, right. So everything that we teach, man, in this Bible is absolutely essential and it's true, man. That's why it's the truth. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 36. And the man's foes shall be they of his own household.
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. I see, man. I counsel, bro. I counsel brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming into the truth, wanting to do the right thing, and it's a pattern, same pattern. Even I went through it. The brothers before me went through it. Your so-called family is really the foes in your household when you serving the Lord, because they ain't in the truth. They serving white Cesar Borgia. You understand? Right. They keeping these pagan holidays. So as a spiritual warfare, man, your foes gonna be in your household because you're not partaking in these evil ass customs that we've been trained to follow since kids. You understand? Now you in the cult. You understand? Now you hate white. You a terrorist now. You understand? They say, man, you joined Al Qaeda. Your name on the terrorist list. You understand? I done heard it all. You know what I mean? And that's so far from the truth, man. We are a love group, first of all, man. We love Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. That's why I do the work I do. You understand? I love my nation. I don't love the other nations. I understand how this place is set up. This place is set up on racism. So you can never ever let nobody tell you not to play the race card. Why do I say that? Every other nation plays the race card. And they ruling over the top of us. In the ghettos across America, that's who you get your money back. The black dollar don't circulate through the household, through our community one time. Why? Because Martin Luther King, your Christian pastor,
That's right.
You understand? And that Aretha Franklin funeral, I seen little clips of it. It was absolutely disgusting. Salaki. Just to see those Christian pastors, what they were saying in there, man. So far off. You understand? Did you have anything?
Go ahead. It's amazing that you mentioned that they would call us a hate group. The Southern Christian, is that what they call it? Poverty Center?
Gone.
The down south?
Gone. Mm-hmm.
Got us, organization number 1 on their black hate group. And all we talk about Native Americans, so-called Latino Americans, loving themselves enough to come back to the Most High.
Damn right.
They're loving themselves enough. And then you mention those churches, those black preachers. And all the studies, when it comes to the black family structure that I've been doing, the one thing that's uniquely missing that ought to be studied is what was the effect of the black church on the black family as a result of the civil rights movement and the women's rights movement, because that's the church led that. Right. So that means it was the church that was throwing men out of the house. It was the church that was teaming up with the CIA. It was the church that was accepting all that money. And you see it today.
Right.
So they sure keep taking it today.
Yeah, right.
Today wide open.
Yeah, right. That's all you had?
No
sign Christ. Yeah. So basically, I'm showing you understand that Christ didn't come back to bring everybody together. You understand? He came to show love to a particular group of people on the earth to be an example on how to keep the law. You understand? And then you have an evil Christian pastor running around talking about the law is done away with. You understand? You're a liar. You understand? The law ain't. Why would the Most High put laws in structure to make us operate as a nation, as a superior nation, and then turn around and say, you know what, you can do what you want to do? You understand? But what law does the Christian church keep? What law? And that's in the Old Testament. The law that they do keep, they make sure they keep. Trooper? Well, no, what law do they keep? That's right, damn right. Give them a hand. And listen, that's in the Old Testament. They make sure they keep that law. You understand? The Christian church is what, $1 billion conglomerate?
Multi.
Come on, man.
The black Christian church.
Oh my God, yeah.
Not just the Christian, the black Christian church.
You understand? Creflo Dollar riding around in a G4 jet. He said he felt that would bring him closer to the Most High, flying in the jet. You understand? I mean, he's just full of lust, man. All Christians are. You know what I mean? So once again, we bringing these scriptures out to show new brothers and sisters, when you coming in this truth, it's gonna be a spiritual battle, man. So and to get through that battle, you got to throw that old person away. You understand? And seek counsel, because we have excellent counselors in this school that will help brothers, man. That whoever you report to in that city, you report to that brother. It's a city. That brother's over that city for a reason. The Most High saw fit for that man to run that city. You understand? Under Commander Jenny Hanna. So counsel, never ever never ever shy away from counsel, because counsel is what's gonna keep this nation together and also make us grow. You know what I'm saying? In a prosperous fashion. You get my point? Keep reading what you got.
Verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me.
He that do what?
Loveth father or mother more than me.
Go ahead.
Is not worthy of me.
Is not what?
Worthy of me.
It's written in red. That's right. Yahweh talking once again. Man.
That's right.
Hardcore, brother. The most hardcore revolutionary walking the face of the earth during that time. You understand? I mean, shook the whole structure of Rome up when he was on the scene. He wasn't all love. If he was all love, why did they crucify him? If he loved everybody. So once again, another lie. Break that part down. Read that one more time, Michelle.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
See that? Break that down.
Break that down.
What is Yahweh talking about right here? That's right. That's right. You got the priority. He's saying it's a priority. I should be number one on the priority list. You understand? So if I'm gonna choose family over going to camp and saving, building up the nation, That's me showing that I love my immediate family more than the work of the Lord. And I ain't going to be worthy of Yahweh Shah. That's what he's breaking down right here. Keep going.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me.
He that loveth what?
Son or daughter more than me.
Now, what is love? You got to break this thing all the way down. Is love some fuzzy feeling that make you feel good, that make you all tingly and warm inside, or what is love according to the scriptures? You want it? I need a precept though. You understand? This how you gonna build your precept up, man. When you speak, you got to speak as the oracles of God. You understand? And when you out there teaching, you want to prove it according to what the Bible says. So give me a precept. If he don't have it, Mashah, I know you know the precept I need. Yeah, so give him that scripture real quick, and then we'll jump back where we at. Yeah, let's read it for the audience though. For 1 John 5:3 for time's sake. And then hold where you at in Matthew 10. Okay, most time cry. Yeah, let's get 1 John 5:3. Whoever got it. Got it? Let's get it.
1 John 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This is what?
The love of God.
Some warm, fuzzy feeling?
The love of God.
Something that make me feel good?
The love of God.
This is the love of God, and you got Christians that shove pork down their throat every day. You understand? They in that whorehouse sleeping with their brother's wife.
That's right.
You understand? They hate their brother. You know, that Christian pastor that did the eulogy at he hates black people, man. That brother, what he said, it proved he hates black people because he's blaming black people for the oppression that we living through, and he's the one. You responsible for why the black family structure is not in attack because you training women up there to rule over men.
That's right.
When the scripture's saying something totally different, Christian, keep going.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
That we keep his commandments.
That we keep his commandments, not throw them in the garbage and say the law done away with. Read it again.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
You understand? We scholars in these scriptures, and when you come to find out, when you start really studying the Bible, you will find out that Christians really hate Christ, man. They hate the Most High because they don't keep none of his commandments. The love of God is to keep the commandments. You understand? Creflo Dollar is teaching that even the Big Ten is done away with. Talking about the 10 Commandments. You see how evil that place is, man? Meanwhile, we bringing out the truth in the Bible. We the most hated men in the earth.
That's right.
You understand it? Because we follow Yahweh Shah to a T. As does every man in the commandments in Hana. Let's pick back up where you was at, Shah.
Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me.
Now, what is that talking about? We got to, because a Christian to read this and take this literal. So you got to pick up a wood cross and walk how Yahweh Shah walks. Is that what the scripture is talking about? Or is it talking about something? What is it talking about, Trooper? You want to shoot for it?
Go
ahead.
I'm talking about picking up that cross. There's a certain amount of oppression that's going to increase. I'm under oppression just for being Israelite. But when I start walking in the truth, I'm going to start being oppressed by my family. That's a cross. I'm going to start being, my sister ain't going to want to cook for me no more. My brother going to think I'm crazy. My friends going to laugh at me. They're going to try to get me to keep smoking weed. You see, they're going to try to get me to keep smoking cigarettes. That's what they're going to try to do. And then they're going to throw my children at me because I'm trying to get out here to camp and I got to go 50 miles to camp every weekend. And they're going to put well, your kids miss you this weekend. You got to spend all your, those are crosses. Those are burdens that we have to endure if we're going to be worthy of Christ.
Right, get that brother in. And that's the word I was looking for, burden. To take on the burden that Christ, man, Christ he didn't live a good life, man. He was under constant stress. And like the brother said, the burden that he had to endure while on this earth, man, was, you understand, that's what made him the greatest man ever walked the face of the earth. Because we didn't have that strength.
That's right.
You understand? He was constantly tempted. You understand? They lied on Christ and said he was trying to overturn the government in Rome. You understand? It was just a constant. It was constant hell for the brother, man.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we can drop that. We can move right on. You understand? Let's get Matthew 12 and 46. Because once again, coming out the evil ass earth, coming in here serving the Most High, you're gonna go through this spiritually. And if you a trooper, you know what I'm saying, and you fairly new in this school, you probably going through it right now. You got to stay strong and stay deeply rooted in these scriptures and follow the counsel that you've been given, man, according to the Bible. Because once you start leaning on your own understanding, your mind can deceive you.
That's right.
You understand? Before the truth, your mind was telling you to do all kind of nonsense, and we was doing it. Your mind was telling you to get high, to go buy all these whores in the street.
That's right.
Do everything against the Most High. So when it's talking about the heart is deceitful, it's talking about your mind.
That's right.
You understand? And your heart, that's why they say, man, we ain't no emotions up in here. Because when brothers start making decisions based off emotions, where do they end up? In what? Making emotional ass decisions. You can't operate like that. So you got to be sharp up here and make good decisions, and that's why you constantly tested in these ranks, man. That's what you're getting built up to make sharp decisions, and you got to throw the emotions in the garbage, because your mind will play a trick on you. You understand, and tell you to do something when that's not according to the scriptures. You get my point? Go ahead, read what you got.
Matthew 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people,
go ahead.
His mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said, verse 47, then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and brethren stand without.
Nah, the slog is stopping you. We got to break this down for the people. Let's start from the top again, slow.
Matthew 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people.
Well, he was out in the streets talking to the people. You understand? What does this remind you of right here? He in the streets talking to people, man. Keep going. We at what? He's at a camp right here talking. Keep going.
Behold, his mother and brethren stood without.
His mother and brother stood off to the side. Like, what is this? I'm pretty sure this has happened to brothers that's in the school right now. You understand? Their mother and their brother ran up on the camp, and they over there just off to the side instead of being in this congregation with us, doing what we do. Read.
Desiring to speak with him.
He want to speak. Why the man speaking? He don't want him to do the work he's doing. Because why? He's not in the spirit of the Most High Christ. He in the spirit of some Christian. You understand? He's trying to stay. But really, he want Christ to stop teaching right here. Keep going.
Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 48.
Yo, is my mic too long? Okay, yeah, we got to get this in order. You understand? So they can't hear you on the mic now when you read? Okay, most of the car. Go ahead.
They hear. Who is my mother?
Who is my mother? Christ. It's Christ. Who is my mother? Go ahead.
And who are my brethren?
Who are my brethren? You understand? Breaking down your so-called family in the world to your family in the UPK that's living like you, that's keeping the laws like you, man. That's suffering as hell with you. You understand? Because when you join this truth right here, you gonna have that burden that Christ had, man. That's why he said, man, pick up your cross and follow after me. Read on.
Verse 49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brother.
Christ cutting him right here. He's telling you who his mother and his brother is. Keep going.
Verse 50. For whosoever.
For whosoever. Who is whosoever? I ain't talking about no. Go ahead. Who is whosoever?
So like the other one. This is a good place to find whosoever. Here's why I say that. Because I ain't never heard the Christian about this particular passage of scripture. Run up to me talking about that, talking about everybody.
Right.
They do that with John 3:16.
Exactly.
But they ain't doing it with this right here.
Christ talking about the brothers and sisters that's in the truth, but of course, whosoever is talking about Israel.
Israel.
You understand what I'm saying? Whosoever is not talking about everybody. This book is a holy book for holy people. You understand? Read.
Verse 50, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father.
Whosoever shall do what?
The will of my Father.
Meaning keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Doing the work of the Lord, building this nation up. You understand? Sisters coming in here, being sweet and soft. You understand? I got to say it. The UPK mantra, learning how to make biscuits from scratch.
That's right.
You understand? Big ups to all the sisters that's in the UPK, man. They live a hell of a, they go through it as well, man. And they support, they support the brothers in the school, doing an excellent job. I had an opportunity to meet a lot of sisters from across the country, man, and they came out here and did an excellent job with the food. I didn't hear no complaining. You understand? It was a beautiful thing to see. So right. Not only the men, but we gotta big up the sisters in the school, man. That's what virtuous is. That's what submissive is. When you look at the woman that's supporting these soldiers in this truth, man. You understand? So that I had to say that one right there. Keep going on, priest. Go ahead.
The same is my brother and sister.
See that? So this is the family that Christ is talking about right here. The same people that's in one body, one unison. You understand? Doing the same work, living the same way. You understand? We in this hell together. So you ain't gonna see no brothers like this nowhere else on the face of the earth. You understand? So when I pulled this scripture to show your family according, your spiritual family, vice versa to your family that you was living with in the world. And you're gonna have battles with them, man. You understand? But you got brothers and sisters, Salakia. You got priests of the Lord that's already been through that. You understand? That's seasoned in the truth. And you ain't gonna have to battle that warfare by yourself. You understand? So if you're a young man or a sister that's just coming into the school, call your captain if you're going through it. Don't try to fight that spiritual battle by yourself.
That's right.
You understand? We want family in this thing right here. You understand? And you know, a lot of brothers is gonna lose women to the truth, man. That's just how it is. If she lived you, she wasn't with you from the get go. You understand? But I'm not gonna throw this truth and the knowledge that I learned under Commander Jenny Hana for a woman. You understand? You lose one woman, the Lord gonna bless you and send you 3 or 4 more. You understand? And they're gonna say kind out of one kind to you. They're gonna serve you, man. They're gonna be sweet like apple pie, like a woman is supposed to be. Not ruling over you. Doing that, all that, like the brother said, a clamorous woman. You understand? And that's our job as well, man. We tell the truth about sisters and brothers. But my point is, if you got an evil woman and you lose her to the truth, she wasn't with you from the start. All right? Precept. Precept. My phone's just blowing up now, man. Precept? Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. I got 2 precepts for this one.
Ecclesiastes?
Yep. 7 and 26. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death.
I find it more bitter than death. Who was just talking right here? It's King Solomon, man. It's King Solomon speaking right here. Keep going. Read it again.
I find more bitter than death.
Go ahead.
The woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Whose heart is snares and nets. What do you do with a net? That's her heart. Her heart, meaning her mind. Her ambition and her motivation is to do what? To capture, to trap you. A wicked woman, man. Go ahead.
The Locky out of water. It's amazing it says snares and net.
Okay, go ahead.
They do two different things. They do catch it, but they do different things. The snare, it catches you by surprise.
Oh, wait.
It catches you by, while a net entangles you.
Right.
And you're still captured. You're entangled compared to cut off. It's amazing that you both. She's that way. That evil woman is that way. She'll sneak up on you. You'll never see her coming. And then if you sit there and you're not in the truth, and you're trying to deal with her, she'll sit back and just weave a web that will entangle you so much. Right. You wondering why the police shot you 3 times and still dragging you off to the police station instead of to the hospital.
Right.
Because she tricked you into all that nonsense, slapping her in the mouth, all that. You ain't gonna put your hands on her.
Right.
You know, she's tricky. She'll trap you.
One question for the truth: How can a wicked woman trap? Well, how are wicked women trapping brothers, man, in the world? With what? Give some examples to you know what I'm saying, to the audience. Through their children, you know what I'm saying? They put children on men that's not even theirs.
That's right.
That's going on. You understand? If you don't believe me, go look it up. The facts is out there. That's actually happening, man. They've been such whores. You understand? Because we live in America, and America teach our women to be whores. You understand? To expose themselves. Meanwhile, the scriptures say that otherwise. Say that there should be no whores in the daughters of Zion, and you should dress in modest apparel. Meaning cover your tail up, right? But they didn't, man. The white man came out with all kind of clothing and gadgets, got the women propped all up to like the brother said, to deceive you, man. To have you thinking like, man, this chick really bad. In some cases, you take them clothes off to lock you, and it ain't laying like that. To lock you. But yeah, a wicked woman, she wants to tangle you up and trap you up. How else can she trap you up? Yeah, she can trap you up like that too. Get on the phone and call her lieutenant. If you look this up, in most domestic cases, the woman initiated the damn altercation. Look it up. I did the research. I know. In most cases, the woman start the altercation. The white man get there. Who goes to jail? The man. Especially if you Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you're going to jail. You understand? Because why? The white man told Eve she'd be like a god. That's the white man's lieutenant right there. All right, we're going to get deeper into these scriptures. Keep going. Keep reading.
Whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands.
And her hands is what?
As bands.
What are bands? Like handcuffs. Ropes. Got you tied up. Got brothers all jammed up in the world, man. This is a wicked woman right here. It's wicked men as well. You understand? We don't want to. I'm not focusing all my attention on the woman. I'm just bringing out the truth according to the scriptures. And we're gonna get on the men that's not in the truth as well, and show how they're supposed to operate as men of the Lord. Get my point. Keep going.
Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
Who shall do what?
Pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Everybody in here understands how you please the Most High, right? It's simple. Being obedient to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Law, statute, commandment. Just like if my son was to please me, he would be doing something that I instructed him to do. You understand? He's obedient. He's operating the way I showed him to operate. That's what the Most High, especially Israel, man. You cannot go against this Bible. The Lord ain't gonna be with you. You see how we get murdered, man. It was a young sister that worked at Christ who got murdered over there on Chalmers, outside that apartment. Did you see that? I had a 10-year-old daughter, man. That's the Lord doing that, man. He's trying to show Israel, if you don't stop with this nonsense and this disobedience to these laws, especially when the prophets is everywhere, telling Israel, you want to keep doing what you're doing, man. The Lord he said he's the man of war. You understand? And the man of war does what? He kills. You serve a terrible power, man. And that's why these law classes, and Salaki, all the classes that the UPK putting out 6-7 days a week, every week, consistently. You understand? It's very vital to our people, our nation.
That's right.
You understand? This is our only key that's gonna save us out of this hell. You get my point? Keep going.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
But the what?
The sinner shall be taken by her.
How many men in jail over a woman? Better yet, how many men is dead over a woman, man, a wicked woman?
That's right.
And what is a sinner? Somebody that's transgressing the law. That's what sin is. 1 John 3 and 4. Somebody that's transgressing the law, man. That's what sin is. A sinner should be taken by a wicked woman. Give me one more precept, and we're gonna move right on. Let's get Ecclesiastes 26 and 25. 26, 25. You understand? So if you lost a woman, Akim, because you came into the truth, 9 times out of 10 she was wicked. She wanted to continue to sin against the Most High. You understand? She didn't want to be a submissive woman. She wanted to keep walking out, showing her tail. You understand? Did y'all see that sister that tried to that cucumber in the club that almost died? But that's a wicked woman for you, man. She's trying to keep up with the Joneses, man. This sister is in the club with a cucumber and performing, demonstrating oral sex on another woman with a cucumber. Almost died in the club, man. She had to stick a knife down her throat to get the damn cucumber out because I guess a piece of it broke off and it was in her throat. The Lord almost killed her for that nonsense, man. You know, Salaki for laughing, but when I seen it, it was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, what would you say, Chris? Yeah, 26, 25. Yep. Let's get that real quick.
Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 25.
Yep.
A shameless woman.
A what?
A shameless woman.
Shameless. Break that down. Go ahead, son. Shameless. What is a shameless woman?
In the street vernacular, she'll say, ain't no shame in her game. She'll do anything. You don't feel an ounce of guilt or shame or nothing about it. You know, she can walk around in her underwear outside on the bus and think you the one that's crazy because you want to know why she half naked out in the street. She got no shame for that. She ain't got sense enough to feel embarrassed. That's shameless. You don't have sense enough to feel embarrassed when she does.
Go ahead.
A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
A shameless woman should be counted as a dog. Ooh, that's ugly right there. That's nasty. The Most High called him a shameless woman. You know, it is what it is. That's not the one I'm looking. I'm looking for the one. But finish reading that one down to like 27. No, read it down to 20. You read verse 26, and then let's get that other scripture real quick.
But she that is shamefaced
will fear the Lord. Are you still on Facebook?
Let me check. I want.
What's not correct? Yeah, read that one more time. We can start from the top.
Shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Uh-huh. Now, what is shamefaced? This particular sister, she gives a damn about embarrassing her husband.
That's right.
You understand? It's in her mind. I can't go out the house like this and disrespect my husband. You understand what I'm saying? That's what this scripture talking about right here. Keep going.
Honoring her husband.
See that? A woman that honors her husband, because I'm gonna tell you something. If you married to a sister and she go out with her ass, Salaki from us French, with her tail out, cleavage all, and she married to you, she don't honor you. She's disrespecting you, man. Why do I say that? Go ahead, true. Why do I say that she's disrespecting you if she go out not modest with no modest apparel on? She got her ass out. You understand? Breast out, Salaki. How's that showing disrespect to you? She represents you, but how is that disrespecting you? It's disrespecting you because when she go out in the world like that, how many other men is she showing that to? She should only be showing that to you. You understand? You see how the women in the UPK dress modest. Covered, everything covered, man. Head covered as well, because she's honoring her head. That's right. You get my point? According to the Bible. Any more on that scripture? Go ahead.
Woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
You see that? What is that? Judge wise of all, meaning what? Judge wise of all, meaning, say if my rib come to a barbecue, you understand? She's head covered. She peaceful, speaking to everybody with a peaceful spirit. And I'm saying, dress like the scriptures tell her to dress. Everybody gonna be like, well, damn, who rib is that? She representing Shawak, excellent, or whoever the brother may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. It ain't about me. I'm just saying any brother in the school. You understand? She will be judged. The general's gonna be like, well, damn, this brother right here doing an excellent job in raising the sister up. You know, she coming being with a submissive shalom. You know, doing as she's been taught to do, man, according to the scriptures. She done threw that old woman away, brand new, man. Brand spanking new. That's what the UBK is about, man. Rebuilding our nation. You understand? And it starts with building the man up so he can know how to build his young brothers coming up as well as the family. You understand? We got to get our family back in order, man, so we can multiply fruitfully. You can't multiply fruitful with man on man or woman on woman. What the hell is that? You can't multiply a nation with that garbage. Let's keep reading.
But she that dishonoreth him, pride
in her pride. You a prideful, keep going.
Shall be counted ungodly.
You should be counted what?
Ungodly of all.
Because you're not doing what the Bible says to do, sis. You know what you're doing? You're doing what the white man told you to do. You understand? You following behind a white woman. You know what's so disgusting for me to see, man? A lot of our beautiful women with blonde hair in their head, like a white woman. When according to the Bible, that's a curse, man. That's like, if you got blonde hair in your head in the Bible, that's a curse. Our sisters so simple, they don't even know that. But they constantly trying to rule over you as a man. And he feminized you. What does the word effeminize mean? No. He feminized. He was salakia. Emasculate. Yeah. Exactly. To make you not feel like a man. And that's what sisters in the world do. Salakia. Did you have anything before I move on? Do we have any questions online?
No questions online.
Okay. So that's heavy. You understand? Like if you coming into this truth, Akim, and you done lost a woman, and she see you trying to walk in the spirit of the Most High and trying to change your life, she left you because of that. 9 times out of 10, she was one of these, a wicked woman. You understand? And she's gonna continue to be wicked. You understand? And her daughter, and she's raising her daughter to do the same thing. That's why men got to put their boots on, strap up, and let's go get our nation back, man. Or otherwise, their blood gonna be on our hands. See what I'm saying? So the work that we doing is so essential, so important. It's not a game, and you got to be aggressive in doing this work. You understand? You got any questions before I move on? Okay, so now we're gonna get into how a family is really supposed to be set up according to the Bible. You understand? Anybody got any precepts on that right there? On how the Lord instructed, you know what I'm saying, a family in Israel to be set up. Most time, Carl, let's get it.
The first precept that I would pull when we talk about how the family is set up is the first the regulatory. That's the basic structure that we must get past.
Salaki. Well, I'm gonna come back to this. Let's get give me Revelations 18:4. Salaki, we're gonna come back to that. That's a heavy topic right there. Yeah. We still on the topic of what you have to do to be successful in following the Most High. So we're gonna pull a couple scriptures on that. I'm not gonna be too long-winded.
Revelation
18:4. Yeah, it's a certain thing that you got to do. You understand? You cannot. First of all, you can't serve two masters.
That's right.
You understand? Because you're gonna hate one, and love the other. So that ain't gonna work for you. You understand? Meaning you can't have one foot the truth and you still leaving here smoking weed. You understand? Being wicked. You understand? For still doing the same thing, disgusting, wicked thing you was doing before you came in here. It's not gonna work for you. We're gonna give you some scriptures to show you that. But Revelation 18:4 is a powerful one. I like that right there. Go ahead.
Revelations chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Come out of her what?
My people.
Oh, God love everybody. Come out. Did it say come out of her? The whole world? The whole
my
nation?
people.
All nations?
My people.
My people is possessive. Let's talk about Israel. We're in the book of Revelations. Is this written in red? I'm pretty sure this is written in red. But you understand? This scripture right here is showing that my people is dealing with a heavy ass oppression. You understand? They've been ruled over by another nation right here. Come out of her, my people, meaning come out of the customs and the doctrines that you follow under this nation right here.
That's right.
Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
Partakers of what?
Her sins.
What is it? Who is her sins? Come on, Trooper. Absolutely. The daughter of Babylon. See, like when this is one thing, like when you're in these classes, you should have you a notebook, taking notes down. You understand? You got a precept book? Okay, most times you wanna write all these scriptures down, you study them, get them in the precept book. So when you go out to camp, you're gonna have them all organized, and you're gonna know, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be easier for you. That's how you build your priesthood up. You understand? So yeah. It's definitely talking about America. You may be not partakers of her sin. Give me a couple examples of America's sins. Say it again. Boredom? Absolutely. Absolutely. Give me some more. Damn right. What's some of the major ones? Should I help the brother out?
Some of the major sins of America.
Partakers of her sins
are called holidays. Let's say Valentine's Day. Let's say Christmas. Something called Easter. That abominable day called Mother's Day. And the worst one of them all, birthday.
Birthdays. Christmas, birthday, I think they look head in head. You come home and tell a black woman she can't celebrate Christmas, man. It's gonna be a war.
It's on.
It's gonna be a war for sure. Because man, you understand that one right there. I don't know what is the hold on Christmas that got black people so they don't want to let Christmas go.
Won't let it go.
When we'll show you in the scriptures, the Lord said, man, don't follow the way of the heathen. You understand? This thing right here is an abomination. You understand? Keep going, though.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
What is her plagues? Good, yeah, Most High Christ. We can keep going. Name some other plagues.
Mother plague, like I said, disease, high blood pressure, heart disease, the storms that's happening. You know,
absolutely.
One part of America, you got fires that they can't put out, and in a few minutes, the whole south of America will be one that we can't drink all this water that the hurricanes can do.
Damn right.
It's tempest.
Damn right. Absolutely. Absolutely. You understand? Because America teach you how to sin against the Most High. And it's heavy that you just brought out, you know what I'm saying, heart disease, cancer, and all that. Who's number one in all those wicked diseases? The plagues right here that you may not receive, none of our plagues. Who is receiving the plague right here? Number one in everything, man. You know why? Because we following America. We following what the white man said to do. And the Lord said, man, you a holy people. You ain't supposed to be doing none of this garbage. And as a result, we number one in cancer, heart disease, diabetes, AIDS. Where's AIDS coming from? A man laying with a man. That ain't in the scriptures. You understand? But the Christian's so concerned about a man having more than one wife.
It's interesting you would mention that, and I'll bring this up every time. You get to that AIDS, HIV thing, you look at and you think the Most High word ain't true. Among white people, white men who are homosexuals, 1 in 10, 10% of the white homosexual population got AIDS. Of the so-called African American population, 1 in 2.
1 in 2
got AIDS, HIV positive. The white man can afford the drugs to keep him alive. The black man can't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You understand? So I pulled this scripture once again. We got to come out of America, man. And you come out of America spiritually by throwing all this garbage and, throwing all this that we was doing, throwing it in the garbage.
That's right.
Taking that coat off and putting on a brand new coat.
That's right.
You understand? Throw that old garbage away. That's why I pulled this scripture right here. This is what you got to do before you come into the truth. You got to be strong, deeply rooted, and have your mind made up. You understand? And your so-called family so wicked. When they know you ain't celebrating Christmas, here come your phone blowing up. They try to get you around. Oh, it's about the family. You coming through? You coming by? You understand? Well, they know damn well that you don't partaking this garbage no more in America.
So like that what?
Go ahead.
My family, they was real sick with it.
Oh,
they call the phone, and you know what the first thing you heard on the other side? Merry Christmas. And you gotta cuss them out. You gotta tell them, look, I don't celebrate that much.
Yeah, right.
Well, see, that's what I called you about. Now, is it all right if we bring your kids to Christmas? Hell no.
Right.
You know it ain't all right. They go after your heart now. They gonna go after your seat of emotion.
Right.
That's how they fight. They don't fight fair.
You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, Christians don't want to come out of America. They want to join America. It's another cut on Christianity. Scriptures right here telling me to come out of this wicked ass place. Christians, they want to join with the politicians. You understand? They got Donald Trump. One of these Christian pastors in Detroit had Donald Trump in the church. Now, how wicked is that? All the racist comments that he came out and said against blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. Hold your feet for 1 second. They got him in the congregation. Can Donald Trump come up in here? Hell no. He's not allowed up in here. You understand? I say that boldly. Ain't no white man allowed in none of these schools. None of the schools.
That's right.
You understand? Because we understand who the enemy is, man. Just like a hyena know who the lion is, the enemy of the, of the hyena.
That's right.
And that hyena teach the baby hyenas the same damn thing. Why? Because they must survive. Our people don't know that. Because why? Stockholm syndrome.
That's right.
You understand? You've been conquered. So we, blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, we suffer from low self-esteem, man. And why is that? Through the effects, psychologically, through slavery, for one. You understand? And then your religious leaders. You understand? That told you to love these people, man. That's why. You so bent out of shape on having a seat in this wicked kingdom, and it ain't gonna happen. You was sitting here to serve out a sentence, and that's what it is. Imagine you going to this. Let me break it down. Like, imagine you going to prison for 20 years, right? And you happen to break up out of there. What's gonna happen? And then what's gonna happen? You're gonna come right back in captivity again. So there ain't no way out of this captivity right here. The only way is these law, statutes, and commandments. All right? Let's get Jeremiah 17:4. Moving right along.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. Thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
Do what?
Discontinue from thine heritage.
Okay. Now, what does discontinue mean? Now, how did we discontinue from our heritage? I need something a little stronger. How did we discontinue from our heritage? Go ahead. Uh-huh.
We don't have a temple, we don't have a land for it. We don't even know our own names.
We can discontinue from the whole heritage of Israel. The way we dress, you understand, the way we teach each other,
the
holidays we celebrate compared to the high holy days that we celebrate. You understand? I mean, you just discontinue from everything. The way you rock your beard, you understand? The white man told you to put on a suit. You understand? Now in 2018, even the Chinese man is rocking a suit now. He didn't submit it to the white man's culture. You understand? He didn't used to rock that suit. You better look it up. Now the Chinese man has submitted to being a part of American culture, man. He's walking around in a gay suit. That ain't our culture. You understand?
That's right.
Keep going.
I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Cause thee to serve who?
Thine enemies.
Go ahead.
In the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Powerful scripture.
Powerful
scripture right there. So we got to come back to our heritage, man. Even the language that we speak. No, we got to stay focused.
We do nothing right now, Adawan, as a people. As a people, if you take all three divisions of Israel that's here in America, the so-called black man, the so-called native, and the so-called Latino, we do nothing of our own heritage.
No sweat. Y'all go ahead. No. I need somebody to stay down here. You go. You stay here. No sweat. It's two students down there, up there? Okay, Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Yeah, let's stay focused, Akim. No sweat. Give me Matthew 9 and 17. Matthew 9 and 17 real quick. You know, once again, before you read that, like I want to ask you your personal journey, like in the truth, and like, you know what I'm saying, what gradually made you start growing. And I know you tried to continue on with the truth. I mean, a lot of us had demons from the world that we held on to, and it didn't work out for you when you held on to that, right? You understand? When you hold on to something old, it's going to eventually eat you up and get you up out of here. You understand? So read this scripture right here. Else the bottle will break. What does the new wine represent? New wine is the new doctrine, man. These laws. That's what that new wine is talking about. What you learn from the truth. You see what I'm saying? You can't put that in an old man or an old bottle. You're gonna break. You understand? Keep reading. They put new wine into what? Go ahead. Both preserved. Everybody get that? You understand? You become a new man and receive this new knowledge. You're going to be preserved. You understand? But if you holding on to that old man, it's good night. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen. I've seen brothers come in here, start off strong, but they held on to certain things that they were doing back in the earth, man. You understand? And eventually, man, spiritually, you ain't going to be strong enough to last up in here. And it's truth right here. You understand? So, you know, keep it going on. Shalom, brother. How you doing? You can go ahead and have a seat. No sweat. Yep, no problem. How you doing? You got any questions? Okay, Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Give me Ephesians 4 and 22. You know, the scriptures say precept upon precept, line upon line, Here a little, there a little. So we just don't stay stuck on one scripture when we pull it, man. We got to show you in the Bible where it's another scripture that's saying the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, basically right now, that's powerful that y'all walked in here right now. Basically what we doing right now is we doing a law class which we hold every Wednesday, and we go into the Bible, and we show our people, Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian people, how we really supposed to be living according to the Bible. In the law, I mean, it's no religion in this book. It's law, statutes, commandments, and it's showing a certain people on the earth how they supposed to operate, man, to be a superior nation over all the other nations in the earth. That's in the scriptures. See what I'm saying? So that's what we do, man, in the UPK. Under commanding Jimmy Yohana. You got that scripture? Most High Christ, let's get it. You see? Go ahead. That started from the top again. This is a powerful scripture right here. You see that? You got to put off the old man, the old conversation, meaning how you used to think, what you used to talk about, and you got to become brand new. I don't speak on the things that I used to do or glorify that garbage no more. You understand? Because I'm walking in I'm walking in a new spirit. You understand? A renewed spirit, especially in my mind. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? We're gonna read that in the scripture. Go ahead. Which is what? That's why the scriptures say that old man got to go, man. That old man was corrupt. You understand? You wasn't following these laws, statutes, commandments. 9 times out of 10, you was corrupt in how you thought. And who made you corrupt? The so-called white man, his society, his doctrine, his holidays, the whole spirit of the white man made us corrupt and hate each other, man. That's why you look at, I don't care what ghetto you go to, it's the same thing going on. Why? Because we've been raised up in Christianity and we following behind the man that hate us, man. It's corrupt. The white man is corrupt. You understand? Read.
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
What is deceitful lust? What is that talking about? Absolutely. What is lust? Let's look that word up. You understand? Lust is something that you really got a desire, a burning desire for. You understand? Something that your flesh wants. That's true. That could be the case. That could be the case. Read what you got.
Lust, very strong sexual desire.
Well, it's not always sexual. You understand? I can have lust for money. See what I'm saying? Money is the love of money is the root of all evil. So if I got a lust for money, that's not spirit. That's not godly. You understand? Keep going. That's all you got? What you hold? Okay. Jump back to the scripture you was at, though. Ephesians 4:22. Move right along. Then we'll jump back to the, how a family is really supposed to be structured according to the Bible. You understand? Which is very a powerful topic that should be talked about all the time, every time in Israel. You understand? Go ahead.
That he put off concerning the former conversation, the old man.
Go ahead.
Which is corrupt.
Go ahead.
According to the deceitful lust, and be renewed.
And be what?
And be renewed.
So why is the scripture saying be renewed right here? Anybody? The scripture right here saying be renewed, man. Put that old man off. Damn right. You here it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. You putting that new man away and you becoming brand new. You relearning like a baby. Scriptures say that as well, man. You got to be weaned from the milk again. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
In the spirit of what?
Of your mind.
In the spirit of your mind, meaning the thoughts in your head. Because if you ain't following the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to have all kind of evil thoughts in your head. What's the proof of it? Turn on the news, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the only moral compass for our people to operate as a nation and to be superior over all other nations, man. Because in the Christian church, you learn that what? God love everybody and everybody equal, right? Is that what you learned in church? That's what they taught? Let's get Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. If we would have kept the laws, we wouldn't be in captivity right now. We wouldn't be serving up under another nation. It's not equality right now. If everybody equal, why are black men getting killed by police officers in the street?
That's right.
You understand? If everybody equal, why are black women committing damn near 500,000 abortions every year? Just black people. Why are the abortion clinics specifically targeted in our neighborhoods if everybody equal? Man? There ain't no equality. Read what you got.
For thou art a holy people.
For thou art what?
A holy people.
The word holy means to be separate. Do we have a compact Bible dictionary down here? Yeah, let's get the word holy real quick. That's a 16, 11. Grab that dude. Let's pull holy real quick in that Bible dictionary. Yeah, you should feel me to get that one in there. Yeah, let's get that real quickly. Yeah, but the word holy means to be separate. This Bible is not for all nations. See, that's a fairy tale told by the white man. All these other nations grabbed the Bible and put their own twist in it. But in the Israelite school of UPK since 1969, we went in there and found the truth out in there. And that's what we teach, man. We don't teach nothing more, nothing short, nothing less. That's what we deal with. I think I seen you the other day, brother. You came by the school the other day. You got any questions? Yeah, most sign Christ. Good to see y'all, brothers. You have any questions? Go ahead. Well, anything. You know, y'all, I'm like, it's good to see new brother. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's easy. I mean, before it's a precept on that, but it was Abba Bivens started with One West Teach, man. So you got to know the history of how One West started. Abba Bivens came down from Florida and brought the truth to New York. So a lot of these other groups that you see, their leaders learned under Abba Bivens, under the Seven Heads. You understand? Around the year 2000, they was pushing this prophecy that Yahweh Shai would return, and it didn't happen, right? So everybody split, right? Out of One West, a lot of people left the truth. That's why we call it the home of the truth, because all the leaders of these other groups, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give them credit and say their names, right? And that's against the scriptures. The Bible says it's one body. You understand? So if I'm teaching what was originated in '69, and you break off and start teaching something else that you didn't learn in One West, what is that? That's a schism, which caused division. Matter of fact, give me that scripture, marked in that caused division. You understand? So like you learn. Hey man, it's wickedness. You know what I'm saying? People like you said, power struggle. You understand? But it's when I understand is one body. General Yohanan understood that he's the only one that stayed. That's why we say we are the only ones that stuck with that seven heads and Abba Bivens started teaching. You understand? A lot of Israelite groups teaching. I don't want to name it again. I'm not going to name one group teaching rape. They say it's okay to. Yeah, they say it's okay to rape. That's not in the scriptures. I can show you in the book of Deuteronomy, the 23rd chapter. If you got caught raping during that time, what happened, Michelle? Your head coming off. So why are you teaching that? Because you teaching, you causing confusion. You understand? But according to the Bible, it's only one body, man. One faith, one doctrine, one baptism. So it's not 20 bodies, it's not 30 bodies. You understand? So if I break off and create something under my own understanding, I'm going off according to the Bible. You understand? Jenny Hanna never changed anything that he learned. We coming with the same hardcore truths in 69. That's why we so bold when we say it. I started off in 1 West. Yeah, I was lucky enough, man, Most High Christ. Like, this is where I started off at. And this is where it's gonna end at for me too. You understand? Do I got family? Do I got family in here? These brothers is my family. No, I didn't. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. My mother brought me up to Christianity for sure. You understand? But I always knew it was something evil about that place. And when I stumbled across the truth and started really studying what they were saying, and I started going into the scriptures, I'm like, whoa, man, this is it right here. I mean, everything that the brothers teach, from the wood that we stand on at camp to, you know what I'm saying, to the way our camp is set up, is all in the Bible. As far as the plank of wood we stand on, let's say Nehemiah, right? I mean, that's just. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're Christians, man. It's crazy, and what's so heavy about this truth is there's no way around it. Like any question you ask me, I'm gonna prove you with the scriptures, right? So let's get that in Nehemiah real quick. Absolutely, yep. The one in Nehemiah when they was at the camp. You don't know that one? Come on, you should know that one. It's 1,000. Let me get it real quick. No sweat. No sweat. Any other questions outside of this question right here? You got any questions? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're right. All that. But why would we teach that? We don't believe what we never speak our opinion. That we don't have an opinion. But we speak what we simply refer you back to the truth. If you open your mouth, First Peter 4:11 says that. First Peter 4:11 says that.
Go ahead, read that though. Hurry up.
First Peter 4:11 says, if any man will open your mouth to speak, if you open your mouth to speak about this word, about the Most High, about Yahshua, about Israel, then let him speak as the oracle of God. That means I can't just say what I want to say. I can't explain about how I feel. Explain about how I feel about what this word says. And that's what we stand on. That's why our family haven't been able to go back to that time. Because they come from perspective and opinion. We come from the word of the Lord. That's why we have no problem saying we're the home of the truth. We're the only camp, the only school out there. God says the Lord only without adding our own faith.
Right. Damn right. That brother hand, that's actually well said, man. Well said. It's Nehemiah 84. Nehemiah 84. Big ups to the brother that sent me that, man. Powerful 5,000, man. You understand? Let's get it quick. Go ahead.
Nehemiah chapter 8.
Nice and loud.
Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 4. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood.
He stood upon what?
A pulpit of wood.
He stood upon a pulpit of wood. This is a camp right here. Keep going.
Which they had made for the purpose. And beside him stood Mattathiah.
Beside him stood who?
Mattathiah.
One man on this side. Keep going.
And Shema.
Another man on that side. Go ahead.
And Ananiah.
Keep going.
And Urijah.
Go ahead.
And Hilkiah. On his right hand.
On his right hand. That's a set of brothers on the right side right there. Keep going.
And on his left hand, Pedaiah, Mishael, Malachiah, and Hashem, and Hashbadana, Zechariah, and Meshullam.
Man, yeah, he had the prophets rolling with him, standing on the plank of wood, man. That's a camp. Keep reading.
And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people.
And Ezra opened what?
The book in the sight of all the people.
He had these holy scrolls with him. Go ahead.
For he was above all the people.
For he was what?
Above all the people.
So you see us at a camp, we standing above all the people. Read.
And when he opened it, all the people stood up.
All the people stood up, meaning they were very attentive on what the brothers were saying. So if you ever see us at a camp, you will see us standing above the people, and the people gonna crowd around and they're gonna listen to what we're saying. You understand? That's a camp coming off the Bible. You understand? Go ahead. Did you have something? Oh yeah, let's get that. That's powerful. You know, I don't want to go too deep into it. I want to finish answering this brother's question. What was your other question? That's heavy. You came in here and was speaking about your family, because that's what the breakdown is about. You understand? Dealing with family for a brother that's coming into the truth, dealing with family that's not in the truth. That's what the topic is about. So for you to come in here and ask that, man, that's showing you, man, that you in the spirit of the Most High. Oh, okay. Most High Christ. Oh yeah, for sure. Right. Exactly. Right. Everybody in this Bible, right? So you don't think all these prophets is black men?
Not that I don't believe. One of the things I want to be able to see in my mind.
Okay, that's no sweat. Let's give me Jeremiah 14:2. Well, yeah, we're gonna answer this question. This is not no scripture breakdown. I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna finish the class, and then we'll kick it, man. Captain Laban, he do a scripture breakdown class Sunday. And then you can also log into the online class and ask General Muhammad questions as well. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna answer this question and I'm gonna get back on my topic. No sweat. Get Jeremiah 14:2. And you get Solomon's 1 and 5 too. What you about that? Yeah, I'm watching that. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up in a moment.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Jeremiah 14:2. Read.
Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth.
And the gates thereof languish.
Judah mourneth. Who is Judah? Who is Judah? Jew, right. The so-called Jew is in mourning. You understand? That's short for Judah, right? The Jewish man is not in mourning. He owns the diamond district. He owns all the banks. You understand? Everything. He got his own land. He's not in mourning. He read.
And the gates thereof languish.
The gate, what do you put a fence up or a gate up for? Keep something up for protection. Damn right. Get a brother a hand. That's an excellent answer. You answered that like one West right there. Most High Christ. Keep going.
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
Keep read it over again.
Judah.
Judah mourneth.
Right.
And the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
They're black unto the ground. And our gates, our protection, which was supposed to keep the enemy out, they language. They failed. The religious leaders of black people failed, man. They failed. You understand? Your leaders failed us. Martin Luther King. I know it's hard for a brother to take coming out the world, but Martin Luther King absolutely failed black people. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Because he told us to integrate with the same people that was hanging us on trees, that was killing us. Now here it is, you can ride up and down Gratiot, you don't see a black business nowhere. You may see maybe 1 or 2 right now. You see how they rebuilding downtown? It ain't no black businesses down there where that arena is. Guess who's ruling that right there? The white man. Yeah, but these other nations ruling over the top of us, that was, you know what I'm saying, they blessed according to the Bible. You understand? Let's finish this. We got to stay focused on. Let's finish this scripture. Who was that? Okay, no sweat. Keep going. I'm saying, right. So the Jews, the real Jews, according to the Bible, are black. Ain't no white man, no Jew. You understand? Give me Revelation 2 and 9. And we got to finish this class out. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Let's get that. King Solomon, man. The richest, wisest king back during that time. Let's see what color he was. Go ahead. I'm what? No, I'm a white man. I'm black. Go ahead. What does comely mean? Anybody? What does comely mean? See, I'm black, but I said I'm also a handsome brother. You understand? You'll see these kind of scriptures all over the Bible. There's color scriptures all through there. You understand? And don't get caught on the skin color. You understand? The white man is not a white; he's red. But Arabs are dark skinned. But are they God's chosen people? There's a Chinese man. He's not white. He got a little brown in his skin. But is he an Israelite? Was his forefather given a promise? No. So we got brothers that's very, you know what I'm saying, like this brother right here. If he didn't have the braids and the beard, you'd probably look at him like, I don't know if he's an Israelite. You understand? So we don't get caught up in skin tone in Israel. Because you're dealing with 12 tribes. You understand? Okay, yeah, well, let's get this family structure. We're going to run through these and we're going to wrap the class up. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Yep. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. We got about 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is who?
Christ.
So we're about to run down an order according to the Bible. What's the order in here? You understand? Who is the head of everybody? The man, the woman, the children, even who the head of Christ is. Go ahead.
But I would have you to know that the head of every man is Christ.
No, it's Allah.
Is Christ.
Buddha.
Is Christ. Is Christ.
Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Is who?
The man.
The head of every woman is the man, right? 2018, black man, you become weak. Why do I say that? Because your woman absolutely rule over the top of you. You don't even know it. You understand? You leave that house, she's going to be blowing you. What time you coming home? You understand? You got to leave the party early to you know what I'm saying, serve your woman based off what she wants you to do. That ain't how Israel's supposed to rock out, man. The head of every woman is the man. You understand? She's supposed to be submissive and not have that bullish spirit over a man. But in 2018, black men, your woman is ruling over you. I'm just being honest. Go ahead. Absolutely. What? Right. Absolutely. We reading it right now. Yeah, from the top. Let's just read. Let's break this down for the brother. No, you sure? And this is the New Testament right here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. The head of the woman is the man. You understand? The woman is not supposed to be ruling over the top of you. You understand? She's not supposed to be in the behavior that she in America in 2018. But because the white man told her she would be like a god, she don't give a damn about you. You understand? Hey, listen, I work at Warren Truck Assembly, man. It should be called Women's Truck Assembly. They got women in there doing men. I mean, women absolutely run Chrysler over there on 8 Mile and Mile, man. It's disgusting. I mean, they on the high lows. They in maintenance. They working the blow torches. They doing everything. You understand? And that's the white man for you. That's been purposely done so you can be put out your household so the woman can rule over you. You understand? Keep going. The head of Christ is who? So in the Christian church, they say Christ and the Most High is the same. So how can Christ have a head if they're both the same people? Keep reading. Okay, yeah, we can drop that. That's going into, you understand, us having our head open. You understand? My head is not covered. We got the crown our head open, but you know what I'm saying? If a woman down here, we reading through these scriptures, she's supposed to have that head covered because she's honoring who? Who is she honoring when she got her head covered? Who is the head of the woman again? There you go. Get her brother a hand. You understand? She's honoring her husband when she got that head wrapped. All right? Let's get Ephesians 5:23. Most High Christ. We'll get that. Yep. Shalom, Lord Christ.
Ephesians 5:23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
There it is again. The husband is the head of the wife. That woman is supposed to be submissive. She ain't supposed to be all that loud talking, arguing, trying to out-argue you. She's not in the spirit of Christ, man, in the spirit of the Most High. You know who's in the spirit of? The white man. Following his course, following his doctrine. You understand? And the black woman in America, she hate black men. I'm just be honest. We hate each other. But the black woman in America, if she's not in the truth, and she's been in that Christian church her whole life, she thinks she over you when she's not, man. Keep going. You see that? Christ is the head of the church. Meaning what? What is the church talking about? Symbolic to right here. Israel. Damn right. Damn right. That's an excellent answer. Keep going.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be subject to their own husbands.
The wives be subject to their own husband. Meaning she's supposed to submit to you. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to do what you tell her to do. It's a certain way she's supposed to address you. Is that going on in our households across America? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. She calling you bees and you know what I mean? Just out of control. You understand, Shalaki? Keep reading, please.
In everything.
Let her be submissive in everything. You understand? Where she go, where she work at, she's supposed to come ask you. Is this Shalaki, sir? Is this the wife if I work right here? You understand? Whatever you do, she's supposed to submit and support in what you do, man. That's what our women is supposed to operate. You understand? Any questions? Let's go. Right. 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 Exactly, and that's the whole. If I could, that's the whole point. When a woman do come in here, she off limits for 90 days, 6 months. There's a 1 year rule before she can even start talking to a brother in here. Why is that? Because she's setting herself in the world. She's learning all over again like a baby. You know what I'm saying? We've been bringing that out all class. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about that all class today. So that's the whole point. She got to come in here and relearn how to live according to these scriptures, man. That's why the 90 days she come in here, she got to stay in class and be diligent, man, and learn. You got to learn all over. Like you said, we in America, we programmed to operate a certain way. It's not according to the Bible, so it's gonna be tough, but it can happen, especially with these righteous brothers, man. These strong brothers in ISUPK. You understand? Hey, our works is the proof. You know, we got diligent sisters all over the country, man, that's rocking out with us. That's operating how sisters is really supposed to be operating in this earth. You get my point? You got anything else to add? You know what I'm saying? We definitely probably about to end this class.
Sir.
You got nothing else? Okay. Let's get 1 Timothy 2 and 12. We'll wrap it up with that one. We'll wrap it up with that one.
Khan. 1 Timothy chapter 2. Verse 12. You want me to start one verse up, verse 11 on one?
You can, Yashikar, give me Proverbs 31 and 10. And then after that, we pull the first, we get 3 more scriptures and we'll wrap the class up. All right? Go ahead, read.
1 Timothy 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence.
Let the woman do what?
Learn in silence.
Shut your mouth. Be quiet. Right. Shut your mouth. That's what the Lord's saying right here. Keep reading.
With all subjection.
With all subjection. Read.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Why is the Most High saying this, right? I suffer a woman not to teach. And this is also a cut on the Christian church when they got women in there prophesying, teaching the congregation of people. That's against the scriptures. The Lord said, I suffer a woman not to teach. So when you're doing that, man, you in direct opposition of what the Bible prescribes. You see what I'm saying? Christian church got women in there teaching. Read it again, but I suffer a woman not to do what?
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Go ahead.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Nor usurp authority over a man. How can a woman usurp authority over a man? Yashikar. Give me an example. Come on, priest. Huh? Say it again. Being the boss. That's a you want to raise your hand when you in this class. We do everything decency and order. No sweat. On sign Christ. Go ahead. Say it again. Give me some examples, brother. Some most hardcore examples.
Hardcore examples, if I could, of a woman usurping her authority. If your Sunday school superintendent is a woman, she's usurped authority over you. If your pastor is a woman, she's exercising authority over all those men. If the first lady can get up and preach with all these men, she usurping authority. Now watch this. It gets harder. As soon as you don't do what she wants you to do, she's the lieutenant, so she picks up the phone and calls the police to put you out your house. That's right. She'll sit up here and tell a lie, and just because that he spoke to me a certain kind of way, and you lost your job. It ain't gonna be the union ain't gonna help you. You lost your job.
Right.
She's attempting to usurp authority over you on everything. You know, a man responsible for his children. He's the ruler. He's that boss over his children. Mm-hmm. But it's the friend of the court through her that tells you when you can see him, how much money you got to spend on them, where they can live, and whether or not you got to be escorted when you see it. They are usurping authority every time you turn around.
If I could, I mean, a perfect example, like I brought out earlier. Say you going out with fellas, right? She started blowing that phone up. Where you at? I said, I told you to be here this time. She told me. What are you talking about? That's what our sisters is doing, brothers, man, in the earth. She's usurping authority, telling you what time to be home, telling you what to do. You understand? She out of order, man. That's why if you a sister out there, you're not in this truth, you need to log on to our class, call the captain over the city, get a flyer, and come take your nationality and your true heritage back.
That's right.
You understand? We build a nation back up, and we throughout the earth. You understand? But it's gonna take more brothers like these two brothers right here. Come in here and learn, strap your boots up, and you're gonna be in this seat doing the same thing I'm doing right now. You understand? That's the reason why the Lord sent y'all here for a reason. That's the reason right there. You understand? Read what you got. We're gonna wrap it up.
12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but
to be in silence. You understand? See, a woman is deprived of knowledge. If she learned anything, she's supposed to learn it from her husband.
That's right.
It's in the scriptures.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead. See that? Damn right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. He's learning from the damn woman. Exactly. Which don't mean nothing. If my rib making the money, now I ain't making the money, guess who she bring that money back to? Me. The man that she submit herself to. You understand? I'm the ruler of the household. We in captivity, so quite naturally the woman gonna get the job in. I just told you in Chrysler, it's a woman's plant, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I didn't notice. I've been there for a couple of years, and I didn't notice it, but now I started to look. Because I'm riding through the plant now, I started to pay attention. And I'm telling y'all, brothers, women absolutely rule that plant right there. All on the line, you understand? All on high-lows. All women. It's all women. It's amazing. That's done on purpose, man. But let's get, we're going to end the class on one more. Let's give me Ephesians 5 and 25 through 29. You know what I'm saying? We'll wrap it up. We'll wrap that up. It seemed like we've been hard. It seemed like this whole class has been about the woman, but as men, it's something that we're supposed to do too. You understand? You got to get yourself in order too and get your strength back. You understand? Because like I said earlier, black men in America have become weak. Why do I say that? We see our sisters get their tail whooped in the shop, and what does the first man, the black man, do? Go ahead. What do he do? Grab that phone instead of defending that sister. He grabbing that phone, laughing. Ha ha! World star. When the heathen whooping our sisters out with broomsticks. That's weak, man. And that's what the scriptures say: the feminine shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. You letting a woman rule over the top of you? If you in that spirit watching another man whoop on a black woman, you effeminate, man. You effeminate, and an effeminate man is not going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. All right? Let's get this last scripture. We're going to wrap the class up.
Ephesians 5, beginning at verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church.
No, when they say love your wife, what is that? Is that saying go buy her chocolates and candy? Go buy her some type of expensive handbag? What is that talking about? Students, these new brothers. Give her truth. Damn right. That's an excellent, this brother been studying right here. Say it again. Programmer, raise her up. Now give them a hand. That's an excellent answer. Absolutely. Showing her what's right and wrong according to the Bible, the truth, like the brother just said. You understand? Telling her, sis, cover your tail up when you go out. You're supposed to be in modest apparel according to these scriptures, not with your ass out. Excuse my French. You understand? That's me showing you love. Every time I correct my wife and my rib, I'm showing her love. Just like Christ would correct Israel. You know what I'm saying? To show us how to keep the laws. It's the same thing. Read.
And gave himself for it. Verse 26.
And gave himself for it, meaning what? Trooper Yashar. He did what? You would lay your life down for your wife. Like that brother that got murdered down there in Florida. Defending his woman. He was a hero in my eyes. He should be a hero in everybody's eyes. But your pork eating pastor, here he come. Going against the brother. See, he should have did that. He should have did this. Come on, man. According to the Bible, man, you're supposed to lay your life down for your wife. You're supposed to die. You die first. That's what a man is about, man. That's what Christ is about. He's putting his life on the line for his sisters and his brothers. Go ahead, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because why do I say that? Why does the scripture say that? So you telling me if your wife, say you in the room with your wife, right? You gonna let your wife die before you, or you gonna jump in front of the bullet? You gonna jump in front of the gun first? You're not gonna defend your wife. So if a man got a gun, how you gonna defend it? No, okay. Right. I understand. I hear you. I hear you, brother. Right. Yeah, we teach our women to be strong, but I think you're taking it out of context a little bit. Yeah, go. Yeah, absolutely. Would you die for your brother? See, that's the problem right there. That's it. Okay. Yeah. But guess what? Yeah, I hear you. Most times, go ahead. Precept. I need a precept on that too. What more would that lay your life down for your friend? Go ahead. Yeah, you got that. You know what scripture that is? You bind the what? So if you in the house with your wife and y'all in danger, you gonna let your wife die first? That's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. When you in danger, you still holding that scripture? The one you just read? Let's read that from the top again. Yeah, let's read that from the top again. The one I just read. Yeah, black men got to put their boots back on, put their strength back on, man. There's been enough of that going on. You understand?
Ephesians 5.
Black men being weak. When you being weak because we've been in that damn Christian church our whole life.
That's right.
And also, you've been raised by a woman.
Salakia, Baba.
Hold on, you gotta hold your peace for 1 second. That's why. You understand? Now, if you come up in the structure where a man show you how to be a man and you get your strength back, that kind of thought ain't gonna be in your head. You know what I'm saying? You put on this earth to defend your nation. Now, a Chinese man, I say, man, if the enemy running this house, he gonna be like, yeah, he gonna be like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna die for my wife. If I ask any other man in any other nation, would they die for their woman? They're gonna be like, ain't no question. But right now, our answer is, man, I ain't down for nobody, man. All right, but I brought that out. I brought that out because the scriptures tell us to do that. Yes, you got the scripture, Yashar? Let's read. You got to keep the order, man. Let's get a little bit out of it. We're gonna finish this up and we're gonna get up out of here. Go ahead.
Greater love have no man than this.
Greater love have no man than this right here. Ain't no feeling. It's an action. Read.
That a man lay down his life for his friend.
A man do what?
Lay down his life for his friend.
Keep going.
Ye are my friends.
Ye are what?
Ye are my friends.
This is Yahweh Shah talking, right? This is Yahweh Shah talking. Go ahead.
If ye do whatsoever I command you, henceforth I call you not servant. For this servant knoweth not what his Lord does.
This servant right here, he don't know what is, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High does. So this is absolutely something that we must do as a nation of people. You understand? Zephaniah 2:1 say, gather yourself together, O nation not desired. You understand? You cannot be afraid of death. You understand? According to the Bible, your spirit go up and come right back in the earth. You understand? But you got to have that warrior spirit. You can't. You got to have a warrior spirit, and the more you come to class, and the more you get in these scripture breakdowns, you'll get it, and you'll start to see what I'm saying. You understand? But that's absolutely a glorious thing to lay your life down for somebody in your nation. Because guess what? Yahweh Shah did it, and he didn't want to do it. He dropped down to his knees, man, and prayed. Yahweh Shah did not want to do it for you. And that's the only reason why you got a little grace period to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because the Most High was ready to throw Israel away because we were so stiff-necked and rebellious, and we kept being disobedient to the Most High. Here it is. We done got rescued out of Egypt. As soon as we get out of Egypt, when we get in the wilderness, what we start doing, man? What we start doing? What? Making idols. And who was we worshiping? Damn, golden calf. After you coming out of heavy-ass oppression under Pharaoh. You get my point? But yeah, we gonna, so like, we're gonna wrap the class up. We're gonna pass the class off to that's fine, man, bro. That concludes the class. How far is it from here? Dr. Bar doing the, what is this class? Scripture breakdown? Yeah, y'all want to come to Bar, I think that's what days you off, bro? These are all over the yeah, throughout the week primarily we start at 5. Sunday we start at 1. You be on lot? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, they use, no, that was yesterday, but y'all sometimes you go May start. They didn't do it. All the camp.